take a look at the DdRT anchor, the variety that's available, and talk about a couple of techniques that you can use with them. The DdRT climbing is basically throwing the rope over the union, pulling it back and forward. It's always a moving rope. It's a great technique, but friction management is quite a big issue. So obviously the rope on the tree, very high friction. It's high wear for the rope, and it's also very high wear for the tree. The moving rope can cut through to the cambium layer and damage the tree. So I believe it was one or two French guys that came up with the idea of taking a figure 8 descender, cutting it in half so you have a large ring and a small ring, attaching a sling to it and placing that over the branch. And this was the genesis of the retrievable DdRT anchor. Which was that, basically, a sling, a small ring and a large ring. And to set this, we take the large ring and we throw that over the anchor point. We take our working end, these days mainly have a splice, push that through the small ring first and then through the large ring. So now I've got an anchor that works for DdRT technique. It's fairly low friction. There's zero wear on the rope, and then there's zero wear on the tree as well. So these sets always come with a retrieving ball. We're going to look at 5 or 6 different DdRT anchors, and we'll notice that the large ring and the small ring are different sizes with each one, which means the retrieving ball is also a different size. And the range in the shop goes from about 20.5mm up to about 32mm, so quite a difference. We place the ball into the splice, and then we can pull. It'll go through the large ring, it'll trap on the small ring, only if it's the right size, and then that will pull out the anchor. Okay, so when there's a union, it very happily sits there and doesn't move. If we're working on a stem, or if we want to raise higher onto a place where there's no union, a very simple technique is to take the big ring and wrap it above and back around. And again through the small ring, through the big ring. And you can see that we've got a choke anchor now, which will stay firm. For retrieving, the same idea. We put the ball into the splice, okay, that retrieves very nicely. If we set this the other way and wrap the big ring underneath, it'll work the same way as a choked anchor for places with no unions, but on retrieve it will not come out, because if I just turn this around, the retrieving section bites down onto the big ring and it won't pull out. So it kind of helps to get an image in your mind, because when you're doing this for the first time, you're always like, is it above, is it below? So I always think, sunshine, we're going to go up. I always think of the sunshine. Take it up and then retrieve it out.